Well, hello everyone and welcome to a Total War Rome 2 mod video. Today we're going over a mod which is simply entitled Battle Mod. So this mod aims to make the battles more spectacular and bloody, and they also made some changes which they believe are quite logical. So the animation speed is increased and cutting off limbs occur more frequently. After the death of or flight of a commander, unit morale is reduced more. Also, morale drops after hitting into the rear or the flank. The fall of the warriors after a heart attack is minimised. The heart attack is in brackets there. The cavalry moves faster and bonuses of spearmen against cavalry are increased. And barbarian troops look like a crowd and poor compliance of the line, which is accurate. I'm doing a typical like a Rome versus a Verni match here. I let the AI pick their troops. And as you can see, they're no longer in any kind of arranged formation. It is all higgledy-piggledy, which is kind of more suited to their units. So I'm using the commander of VERCINGETORIX for the Averni, and for Rome I've used the commander of Caesar. So it's going to be like I guess a Caesar versus VERCINGETORIX battle. Now I'm going to get this battle underway. I am also using the Rome Total War music mod. I'm going to get them to hold fire at the minute, as I'm just going to take a little look at the Averni's troops. So it looks like the cavalry is moving pretty quickly. That's heavy cav, so they are moving quite swiftly. Definitely a lot quicker than their infantry compatriots. I should just point out, if I sound nasally, I'm still sick. Which I'm kind of getting bored of saying that now. I was meant to have a doctor's appointment today, but they cancelled, so it's been moved to Thursday. I'm recording this Monday evening, by the way, so... But it's coming out Tuesday evening for you guys in England. So, anyway. I've mainly gone for just legionary cohorts and a couple of legionary first cohort. So, got a pretty standard force. And we're going to see... Oh, gosh. We're going to see how we can do here. I've gone for auxiliary cavalry. I don't have decent cavalry. So, I'm actually going to go into a bit of slow-mo while we see the cavalry... impacts here, just to see kind of the battle, see if the cavalry's changed at all. So here we go, charging on in. I haven't used this mod before, so unsure what's going to happen. So the charge goes in. Having it in slow-mo also does kind of help me to, I guess, organise my firing arcs and things like that with the arrows. Pachoo! Okay, so some of the naked warriors are starting to fall. And I'm going to pull the auxiliaries back. The infantry can form one strong line. Okay.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
So, here we go. The cavalry has engaged. They are sending some spears, which will be interesting to see. At the minute, the auxiliaries are doing okay. I'm also going to set my ballista to fire now. Should have done that from the start, really. Okay. So probably going to soak up a bit of fire. Holy moly. Okay, so here we go. The lines are being engaged, although we haven't run out of Pila yet. Okay, so here's a battle going on between the infantry. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool actually. He's still fighting despite the Pila. Okay, so how are the other lines engaging? Are they engaging yet? Still taking ballista fire. So far the other lines haven't engaged, however, let's have a look at my cavalry unit to see how they're doing. So, yeah, as soon as the Levy Freemen engaged, they have been absolutely decimated. So they're going to win on that flank, which isn't really surprising. And the AI actually has the sense to actually send the Levy Freemen against the Cav, which is pretty intelligent for Total War AI. And they are going to get absolutely slaughtered as well. So you can definitely see the engagement where they're going up against heavy horse and spear nobles, they're falling a lot quicker than the other... Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, yes, they are. Yeah, no, they're not. Never mind. I'm just talking absolute bullshit now. Okay, well, let's get you to fire maybe at the Gallic hunters. So,
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
let's pause it again. All of my cavalry's being routed. They were going up against noble horse, so I think the auxiliary cavalry were gonna get destroyed anyway. They've moved away their spear nobles. Their heavy horse was going to win the day there, so I have pretty poo cavalry. So I'm going to take a little look at the battles now and see if we can see some decapitations.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
So I guess the animations have been kind of switched, so they're maybe a bit more aggressive, like that, those kind of animations. Let's just pause it again. I know it's probably frustrating to watch, but it's kind of a mod video. So I'm going to move my first cohort to cover the flank. That noble horse is going to actually get right in. So there's a good chance I'm probably going to lose this. But, you know, that's fine for the purpose of this video. So I think the main changes that I'm seeing that I actually really like is the fact that the barbarians are kind of arrayed in a more disorganized fashion. So the other changes, such as the... Oh, that was a nice little jumpy jump. So they're doing a lot more jumping. That's for sure. Oh, there we go. So yeah, the animations definitely appear to be a bit more aggressive. I don't know why that Legionnaire of Co... Ah, that's the morale effect, where they've got units technically in the flank. They're starting to rout a lot quicker. So if I get these round, get these guys round, attack the Levy Freeman. See that impact go in. So hopefully that's going to negatively affect them slightly. Looks like they've stopped from routing. The auxiliary cavalry still fighting there, which is quite strange. Let's move Caesar towards the front of the line. So I think they've had a bit of a negative effect, technically, from the chosen spearmen, so we'll move them back a little bit. To Loyalty of the 10th.
Our men flee the field of battle. Our general is under attack.
So I'm not seeing that many decapitations. Compared to usual. Or kind of loss of limb. So maybe it is quite a subtle change that you kind of see over time. But definitely these jumping animations have definitely been increased. But I actually still really enjoy Rome 2. I don't know what you guys think, but I definitely still have a lot of fun playing it. But it looks like the Roman units are definitely holding the line in their kind of tight formations. Oh. Well, there we go. Except for him, Titus Pullo over there. So we're actually starting to rout a few of the barbarians. The barbarian hordes. What? And the morale impact definitely seems to be going a long way. Especially these Celtic warriors are starting to waver. Noble horse is still steady. So the cavalry definitely sticks around.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, so the negative effect doesn't seem to last for the whole battle. It's just like that initial oomph. However, that might still be enough for me to get this. Definitely seems that the units do flop to the ground a bit quicker. So the changes are very subtle, but I guess they do make for a bit more of a visceral battle, especially these. It's just going to have a bit more engaging. Desperate struggle. Man on man. Kind of the line's almost breaking up here. Definitely a lot more jumping than usual. Definitely a lot more jumping. Anyhow. Got the first cohort behind their line. And that's going to cause a bit of a rout, methinks. Or at least the start of one. Now they've done a counter flank, a rear charge there, so that's causing my unit to rout. But it's going to be, I think it's going to be a very close battle. If I can get those Oathsworn to rout.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
So I'm not seeing that many more cutting off of limbs. Maybe because the units, I guess, are fairly balanced in their stats. Because they do have a lot of heavily armoured troops. There we go, a bit of a shield bash there. I am always tempted to go back and do like a Rome 2 campaign. I do really love Rome 2. And I know it's kind of almost blasphemy me saying that, but it honestly is one of my favourite Total Wars. Of course there are things I dislike about it, but if someone can send me like a decent mod list, then I might even consider live streaming a campaign or something like that. But here we go. Probably going to sweep into their flank here. Okay, let's go back to the pause or the slow-mo. So, I don't think this mod is going to change many aspects about Rome 2. It is just very subtle changes. Oh, there we go, decapitation. But I really do like, definitely, the formations. And I think the cavalry does move a little bit faster. So it's just like a few subtle changes. And it's actually got, as of the time I'm recording, about 4,500 current subscribers. So there are a lot of people that are actually checking out the mod, giving it a go. Still got a little bit of ammo with the archers there.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
But I think the power of Rome is winning the day here. So see a bit of a slow-mo charge in by the exhausted troops. Turning to face their opponents. Jumping attacks. So it makes it a little bit more visceral. Yeah. I think I'm noticing... Yeah, there's definitely a few small changes. Plus, who doesn't like the Rome 1 music? Definitely my favourite soundtrack. Although, I do like the Medieval 2 soundtrack. Okay, so now the general's dead. That should essentially cause a mass rout amongst their entire army. Definitely in its vicinity there. And yeah, everyone's got word that the general's dead. Okay, so there we go. That was the battle mod. I will leave a link in the description. If you're interested, I'll show you the end of battles, the battle stats. I do need to take a screenshot at some point, so I'll just do blah blah blah. There we go, and we will end the battle so you can see the stats. Costly victory. You can see how the units performed. I don't think the changes would change. I don't think they would change too much. Let's see if I know the Levy Spearman. That 74 kills was definitely against one of my auxiliary cavalry units. So there we go. If you've enjoyed the video, do make sure to leave a like. And until next time, everyone, I bid you a very, very good day.